Namhlanje ku RGB, we learn who was bawling so hard and who needs therapy in this week's news headlines. Then we hear Reason's side of the story, and we discover what counts for manners with our celebs. Like stars that sparkle at night, you can always rely on Iril Kopoza to bring you all the gossip that's fit for sharing. Welcome to the best part of your Saturday night. Mnandi Samara Mangesi, and here to help you keep the shade in order is the lovely Miss Snazo Yolwa.
Enkosi so much, Samora. Enkosi nakuni man noba nathi namhlanje. We all know there's nothing like a good rumor to get the blood pumping. So let's get your heart racing.
Now, with Christmas far away, it's the season for a lawsuit. Tra la 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 la. TV personality Katlego Mabue has filed a lawsuit against his ex-wife and her brother for loss of earnings after a certain clip did the rounds on the net. Sayazimos like clip Liana, the one that pretty much advertised a gown. Anyway, this is in addition to another suit he filed against Isaftas. Hey, somebody's in a mood.
And it's always a certain type of man that goes the lawsuit route when things are being alleged, of course. And DJ Spoo has surfaced long enough to say, in fact, nguzahara okweleta yena imali. And that's why ebethuleleni lonke lixesha Samara celebrities as always shwa imali iziya zingathethi.
Zahara sisi khawukhe unike uDJ Spoo imali yakhe noba 50 rand akachebe man clean up. Now Moonchild Sanelli has continued her drive to educate the nation about sex with her new track Yellow Teacher. This in addition to another single entitled Undumpable that talks about the struggles of relationships during a lockdown. And let me tell you, Betuna, a lockdown romance izokwenza clown.
Sendivele pasa kulo Haha Academy kathathu ke mna ke kule lockdown. Uzodwa Abantu ke has come out in defense of the man where an old clip of him touching her inappropriately had surfaced and caused some internet anger, let's say there. Her message to us is that Tina masehlise izbilini. She was not complaining, so nathi uthi masiyeke. Kodwa Samora into xa irongo irongo.
Now reports have surfaced that actress Enhle Mbali Mlotshwa has no power at home. Again. Now, whether or not that's true depends on who you ask, with some saying her lavish lifestyle is to blame, while she says she was in Durban with the kids the week reporters allegedly camped outside her place getting the story. Now, thanks to social media, she still has the power to hit back at her critics until her phone switches off.
Now, in what is becoming a weekly trend, we have another celebrity death hoax with a tweet claiming that Generations the legacy actor Junior Singo has died in a car accident, even though Junior uziphilele serious bantu. Guys, ngicela siyeke lo mkhuba, just because umntu awumboni does not mean uswelekile. In fact, ubungavala amehlo ngoku awuzunibona, but we're still here breathing, aren't we?
Now, in a case of reverse interviewing, businesswoman and ex-wife of Malusi Kigaba Nomam Goma got Lasizwe to open up about his friendship with Cedric Fourie. Now, there were tears, truths, and in the end, the Drink or Tell the Truth host said he wouldn't be talking about it again. I did go and watch this clip, and I understand that friendship breakups, Betuna, can be very hard. But I can't ndopa.
But friendship breakups are harder than mcholo breakups.
I can't ndopa. Kwa questions bezibuzwa ngunoma.
Wena?
Kwa questions bezibuzwa ngunoma, ubuzile unoma into kubana, were you jealous because ubanibani ukuthathele uCedric?
Kwanzima ne?
Kwanzima.
Now fans are crossing fingers uba after Tebogo Lerole's message to Khanyi Mbao on Instagram bangathi mhlawumbi babuyelane. This while her ex Terence has revealed uba ebemthembise ubomi obungena family members. I'm not sure bangibani ufuna ubomi obungena family members because the family iyadingeka man.
There are certain families, especially ezomuntu wakho, that you can live without. Now, Fufa hitmaker Gigi. You know Fufa?
Ngoma ka Gigi.
But is it a hit? It's not as simple as a hit maker.
yingoma kaGigi.
Fufa song maker Gigi Lemaine has made a few things clear. One, a man must have his own money because she isn't going to be their loan shark. Two, she is willing to do a nude bubble bath on Temptation Island to get the love she wants. Well, that's one way to make waves and blow bubbles too.
Gigi said, indoda must.
Yes.
Bantu Lotch no Natasha, are they throwing shade at each other okanye nje kudlalwa le game ye likes ku social media? Sisibuza lonto getting after they each deleted pictures of the other and then posted on each other's timelines kwaphinde kwadelethwa. Eyazi ba every time we follow izinto ezizinje, the only people who win are the data providers.
Wi-Fi endlini. Anyway, actor Seloma Kekangube has spoken out about the alleged harassment he faced from several exes accusing him of betrayal after he announced his engagement to Pearl Mbongwe. Betrayal enjani bethuna, you weren't together anymore and you promised to leave each other alone, and he did big time. Ndicela nje ukuthi ke mna ke kwi-exes zomuntu wam xa siye sibe engaged kulo nyaka uzayo ningazi kum benisithi what okanye nize kuye nithi ubetrayal. You had your time.
Samara, you must be like me. I always say, andinayo into ekuthiwa ex mina. If we dated, no, we did not. No, we did not. Now, Trezor is on cloud 9 after producing a track on Drake's long-awaited album, Certified Lover Boy. He took to Instagram after the album's release to reveal the big news and say that he is truly honored to have been invited to write and produce new music with Drake for the album. Congratulations, Buti City Halala.
Now, talking about big things, congratulations to Makadzi on the release of her new album, which went to #1 in South Africa on its release date, knocking off Kanye and Drake's albums from the top spot. Siyathemba ke bethu into yokubana iSummers can see what amazing sales she's having.
Bamnike exactly what she deserves. Give the lady her flowers. Now, influencer and stylist Ukefilwe Maboto has shared some of her life lessons on Instagram recently. Uqale ngelithi, be careful what information you share online. Wongeza esithi, with age comes wisdom. Njengomena 32 ngoku, I'm sure by the time she's 42 uzabe sage ntas.
But anyway, Betunani, you know, joking aside, that's excellent advice. Be very sure what you're sharing, especially with social media, before you hit send.
Maybe ID number yakho khona okanye bank details or your home address. Cima ntombi, cima.
Kodwa ke uba uyafuna ungandithumelela mna i-card number ne-CVV uba ufuna nje ukuthi
Ne-expiry date.
for being cute. Uthi nje for being cute, go buy yourself something.
Now, learning when to take a break is one of life's greatest lessons, kind of like lo mzuzu sikuwo ngoku.
Sit back and relax with some retail therapy. RGB will be back in a moment. In a moment. Coming up, from old loves to new beef, we go deep with reason and we discuss restaurant etiquette at Molitva.
We're back with all the gopoza that's good for you apa kwi RGV.
Now, right now, let us set the scene because tonight's guest is set to bring flames.
Now, a name change is here, new musical style, a massive breakup, a new love, and even new beef. Guys, you're about to find out today.
Well, here to tell us this and so much more, RGB is proud to welcome hip-hop artist extraordinaire onto the seat of superstars, Reason. Brother, thank you very much for coming. Welcome to the show. Before siqale, ndifuna ukubuza into yokubana, you know, hip-hop artists are releasing left, right, and center right now. Yes. Donda or Certified Lover Boy?
Both.
Both.
There's a day for Donda. There's a day for Donda and a day for Certified Lover Boy.
I would have thought that you would have gone with Certified Lover Boy. I mean, la album cover.
Actually, I won't lie.
Depict you.
Actually, won't lie.
You fire once, but you shoot twice.
Yeah,
where are you?
Samara, I don't know.
I hate you.
Before the camera started rolling, I looked into his eyes and
you could feel that.
Something started kicking.
So the good thing is wearing those shades because he's going to make you pregnant.
Yes, Nan's pregnant right now. I gave her a hug backstage.
Okay, but let's go back to the music.
Yes.
What is happening between you and Nomuzi?
We're definitely not on good terms, right?
Ingxaki yintoni?
Ahmed, you know, I basically wrote something for Nomuzi. And when you write something for someone, you give them the demo. And I left her with the demo. And the demo was for her to record something new. And she decided to keep my vocal and then write a diss track to my business partners, you know? And the part that she keeps forgetting is, for a very long time, I kept asking her, who you talking about, who you talking about? Because I heard it, right? I heard her do the raps. I was like, oh yeah, this is dope. It's battle, you know. But like, I said, who you talking about? In the beginning, I thought, typically because it's female rap, I can't believe I'm having this chat. Anyway, let me actually get it out the way. So typically I thought it was because of, maybe she was talking to Nadia. She said, no, she's not talking to Nadia. In fact, she didn't even say at the time. It's only after a week when I bumped into her, we were at Groove somewhere. Then she said, yo, this song is about Boite's manager. It's not even about Boite, it's about Boite's manager. So I was like, yo, man, why are we dissing managers? Why am I on the track that's dissing the person that I work with? So I asked to be removed. And that's the part she seems to always forget when we have this chat is, dog, take my vocal off. If you're gonna do this thing, do it wholeheartedly, go for it. I even sent it to the guys after I got it. So the guys also knew about it. Boite knew about it, Bash knew about it, everybody in the team knew about this track. And I said, dog, I'm gonna tell you this thing once, just take it off and let's keep it moving. And she didn't. I didn't like how it unfolded. First of all, I would never be on a song saying, Fourways freestyle. I don't live in Fourways. And my thing about it was I actually wanted it to be a party song. It's a pro kid sample. She chose to be aggressive. And I was like, dog, just take my vocal off. So she got mad because I told her to take my vocal off. And then she ended up writing a diss track to me.
This man has been ghostwriting for a lot of artists for many
Even
years.
her.
Her included.
I've written stuff for her.
Imagine dissing someone whose own words you use to express.
Dog, imagine, I'm saying serious, I'm beefing with Nomuzi. I'm in the studio now, I'm writing. Yo, your boys is, nya record, nya release, nya campaign. Here's the response. Here's the response. And then you diss her and say this.
But talk to us about that experience. Bettina Wetu playing AJ. How was that for you?
Oh man, that's probably like one of the most coolest things I've actually experienced, you know. Low-key, I always wanted to go into acting, never really got to pursue it. I kind of had to choose, you know, is it gonna be music or is it gonna be, you know, television? And I felt more comfortable with music. I was, you know, into it, you know.
With your segue into acting, did you take lessons? Did it come naturally to you?
I did. Well, I mean, when I was throughout high school, I was doing theater, and that's not really like, well, do they call it drama? Theater, yeah. It's not that, you know, hectic. But when I wanted to do it, what I would do is every time I would get a role, because before people used to bring me in as a cameo. So I'd come in for like an episode, come in for 2 episodes, quick in and out. And then, so I would always call one of my actor friends to give me lessons. Snambita helped me with a lot of, she actually gave me classes for a bit, and she actually was the one that said, you should probably try this thing, you know, could be your exit when these raps don't work.
The newest scammer in the game must catch me if you can. Miss 10K, I'm catching flights.
Is it 12?
I'm going to buy a bag. Is it 10 or 12? Some Ndlovu, there are rumors that you and her are together.
Oh, no. Me and Samu are working. I write her music. So she transitioned from acting into, she was actually the other person that was actually giving me lessons in acting, because she wanted to go into music and then I wanted to go into acting. So I wrote a few of her songs. Generally, you know, there's Joburg culture. If they see a guy rolling with a girl, whether they're artists or musicians, it's just these ones are smashing. So I think that's where it comes from. Yeah, maybe if I roll around with you.
That's the first conclusion that's going to happen.
But it literally is work. Like I've been writing her songs. All the stuff that she releases.
If you rolled around with us now, those rumors might actually be true.
Oh, they might not. Samora, I've changed. I'm a new woman now.
She said I'm a new woman now.
Hey!
Healing
Those
power.
who know.
Hey! Hey!
Power.
And we do know.
Maybe you can give me some presenter lessons.
Yeah, I need to definitely funda.
All right, so what's next for you in terms of music? We see that there's a genre branch.
Yeah.
Why are we going piano vibes?
I felt I could do something with this sound and add like my thing to it, you know, and make it more exciting and add like a different element to it, you know. It's very groovy, it's very excited, it's very partying, you know, but I'm a poetry person, you know, I'm a storytelling person, and I feel like I can do that on those songs, you know. If you listen to songs like Abumpura, Impilo S15, you know, those are the vibes I feel like, yo, I could actually get to a point where I could contribute that story and that narrative where you're actually telling the other side. You know, not everybody's happy, not everybody's rich, not everybody's paid, not everybody's having a good time, you know, not everybody is in love, you know what I mean? Life is not always easy.
But you worked
So
with
I
Maporisa. What's it called?
Kandashisa.
Talk to us about that experience.
Pori is actually the reason why I am this way. He's like really my wake-up call because I was really at a very like low point in my life at that time. You know what I mean? I wasn't believing in myself. I wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't sure if me doing this thing was gonna make me look like, oh, you know, the music didn't really work out in the hip hop. So now you're gonna, you know, the talk. It's like, then there's, why is Reason doing this? So you've got so many heads, so many voices in your head, you know?
What was the reason?
And there's that voice as well. It's there, right? And then you meet this guy who said, hey, you've got time to worry about these people. Forget it, chief, let's rock, you know? Yeah.
So segu topic ye hip hop artists when no Casper send vumelana the collaboration.
When?
Okay.
We're not no Casper? What?
I don't know her. Almas, new vest.
Who's that?
It's about that tall.
Ah, wow.
To wear a pony.
That what?
No. No, I don't.
I don't know who you're talking. I don't know such.
Okay.
Never heard of her.
Khona kodwa umuntu osafuna collaborate nayo, whether it's on the hip hop side or on the piano side.
I'm privileged because I'm actually getting a chance to work with everyone except for Anati. Anati is the only person I haven't worked with, and that's the one person I really want to work with.
Kodwa minkosi man, komani uzosibona. It's always good to bump into you.
Yes, when are we bumping into each other again?
Samara, can you take us to an ad break maybe? I wanna answer this question privately.
Oh, is it?
Emva kwentengiso, we see who's wearing their national pride beyond borders with RGB's Style Star and Globetrotter. Then we set the table right for dinner at Tapule Mokwena's new restaurant.
The one place in Mzansi Wood that might make you reconsider if you want to be famous or not.
True enough, give it to another spotlight may be bright and you may shine, but it also illuminates anything haters will be more than happy to comment on.
Now every week, celebrities are hustling apha eMzansi okanye phesheya, making a name for themselves while stepping out in style.
And right here is where we celebrate those sharing their life goals and fashion sense with this week's RGB's Style Star and Globetrotter.
Now, our style star namhlanje nguLerato Kganyago, no doubt one of the nation's most stylish celebrities, from Intsuku Zakhe Miss Soweto to owning the self-titled Mama. She has always been on point when it comes to fashion, style, and beauty.
Now, our second style star this week is your girl, B, looking all types of delicious in this black number in the streets of New York. Now, no matter what area code she's in, she's always killing this fashion thing.
The Globetrotter yetu ya namhlanje is currently lighting it up in the UK, and from the looks of things, Natuka Mompela is flying the flag high.
Now, the dancer and musician delivered the latest performance while driving the crowd absolutely wild with her sensational dance moves. Now, we can safely say that Miss Mpela is here to stay.
And that's how it is done. To those of you abangakhange bafeaturisha ke namhlanje, there's only one thing left to do.
Tata istylist sakho ke mntasekhaya, pull them aside and say, it's not me, it's you. And yazi ke bethu nabantu abafana noThiyamo Mudisane into kubana benza njani na bona, because job titles zabo have stylist in them sometimes. So why you are not here and who are you going to pull aside?
Asazi Zamora, kodwa kudala kwathiwa manners maketh the man. Kodwa, what do you do when you see an A-lister acting as if uyafika kwezinto zinhle?
Oh, mafikizolo betuna. Now, we recently took a break between courses to discuss what the ground rules of table and restaurant etiquette are with some famous faces when Thapelo Mokoena launched his restaurant called Molitva.
Ndugoribu Nazana Samora in studio Namusu. We are out. This beautiful scenery, the beautiful restaurant here. Alright, so and knife and you're the perfect person actually to start with. So what are some of your do's and don'ts when it comes to dining?
Just come hungry. Yeah. Do not come hoaxes. Just don't be rude.
Yeah.
I always ask for the waiter's name, just to see them as beings.
Don't lick the plate.
I don't like to eat anything that's going to stain my nails. So I eat everything with like a fork and knife. It's so weird. Everyone, order what you want.
Do as you feel. Express yourself how you feel. If you want to drink your wine from that enamel cup, lega koko le in a chip handle.
Kibo awkward about patela bill.
Yeah.
Ogasinsi number usna next.
How do you know that this person, Mamana Oyena, has no table manners?
How they talk. There are people that feel like now they've bucklers. Waitresses are not your bucklers. They are waitresses. They're here. It's work. You didn't hire them.
You can see their arms.
If you can't pronounce something on the menu, what do you do?
I want this one.
This one.
This one.
You ask. There's no need to embarrass yourself. You'll never know everything about everything.
Or Google pronunciation. How about scalpels? Why is Google scalpels?
Which food or meals are best paired with red wine?
I enjoy meat with my red wine. You want to have a bit of meat, because you want to pop those flavors. Really, you want to get the succulence of inyama, and you want to get fresh vegetables.
So white wine or night tamale?
Obvious, tin star for your feet.
No, that is not true. And what would you like to say to people that are rude to their waiters?
Just stop. Snacks. You must treat everyone the same.
Right, again, I think what's also a department dedicated to Batova, so understand. Baufeta Fulanian way of face a lebo, Tagora. Yeah, oh, Tora Lebo, Tagora. I want to view Batova nice, say, understand. Live music, mobile sound, proof scout one next. Yeah,
we're angry. Oh, little angry.
Naughty corn. And give me about on no kitchen.
I don't even want to know you.
And what would you do if you're sitting with a person who's rude to a waiter?
I might want to know you then, because we'll deal with it.
And just like that, we outie.
Always just be kind to your waiter during the meal.
And why is that? Because you must never annoy someone that can mess with your food where you can't see them. Anyway, and that's that on that. And on that note, it's time for us to say goodbye for another week. As always, the conversation does continue on our social networks, Facebook, official Real Kopoza, and on Twitter and Instagram at official RGB. If now you want to shout for help on top of Ivenya Polisa, hashtag Real Kopoza. Have a wonderful weekend and good night.
You can also find us using handles there to his @Sam_Mangese. I'm at Senazoyola. Got a good security guard, good DMs, man. Sanbona next week.
Bye.